What's up, everyone, and welcome to our special edition podcast here on thegameraccess.com for New York Comic Con 2017. And I'm here with the lovely Tammy Ryan.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. And you guys get to meet our friend Alan Torres, our very good friend.
Yes.
Alan, how are you doing?
I'm obliterated, super tired.
It's well deserved though, I think.
We're all tired.
Very
tired.
Ridiculously
But
tired.
it was Comic-Con.
Yes.
And it has been awesome so far. We've gotten to see some awesome costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Reptar, which I love.
That was
That
brilliant.
was wonderful.
Wasn't it?
Who does that? I mean, I love it, but
I
like,
think it
how
was
did you
super
think of
smart
that?
because it was one of those ones that you needed a fan to inflate, so I'm pretty sure
That
that
is-
they were
yeah.
so comfortable.
They were very comfortable, as opposed to that dude that was running around with the TV monitor on his
Oh
head.
my
I don't know
God.
what character that was, but it was really good. But
Yeah.
It's just it's
Men
impractical.
was being led around by someone behind a TV screen.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so what did you guys see today, especially? Like, since today's Friday, everybody's starting to come out. It's getting a little busier. Like, did you see anything particularly crazy? Because I know we had a few crazy moments today.
We did have a few.
Quite a few.
Quite a few. Too many, I think.
I don't know. Do you want to take that, or you want me to take it?
You take that. Please take it.
Because the first thing that stands out to me was that ridiculously amazing cosplay that we saw up in the lounge where they were taking their photos and stuff like that. It was super detailed. I even had to
Yeah.
stop and ask Wonder Woman what her
Oh yeah.
different parts of her
Yeah.
cosplay were made out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found out it was actual leather, and it was amazing.
Crazy.
They
Yeah.
were just
They had the Justice League costumes that
Yeah.
looked just like it came out of the
Yeah.
movie.
exactly.
That was really awesome. Those were cool.
Yeah.
They also had Swamp Thing, which was like
Yeah.
super deep. It's like he had fall on one arm,
Yeah.
he had summer on another. He had like all these weeds and stuff
It's
coming out of the top. It
crazy.
was awesome.
Crazy.
Definitely like an overdone Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he
It was
took
cool.
4 months to put that together. I heard
Wow.
him talking with
Jeez.
the photographer, and it was 4 months taken to put together that whole
Oh
costume.
That's
my
insanity.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That is crazy.
So there's obviously Comic-Con, tons of comics.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the only area we did not pay much attention to.
Yeah.
Shout out to Silver Age Comics though. Local Queens place. That is about the only thing we did see
True.
for comics.
Yeah.
But we did get to play some games as well, since we are the Gamer Access.
Yes.
We did play some games. And one of the first ones we played was Shadow of War,
Yeah.
which was awesome.
It was so good.
It's beautiful.
It
That game is really
is.
pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised
I
because the last one, it's not that it looked bad, but I thought it would look pretty much the same this time around.
Okay.
But it looks way better.
Mm.
It does look really nice. And that whole, like, when they do that one shot, when you're doing a siege,
Yeah.
and it's all the orcs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so perfect.
It is.
It looks literally like an army is like taking hold
Yeah.
of a castle.
It does. It does.
It's really good.
It's like it feels like you're preparing for battle.
Mhm.
Like you're getting ready. You're getting in
Those
that
orcs get
moment.
all hyped and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And your guy just comes up all silent, just takes that sword. Forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
He's
really
ready.
good. Especially, I haven't played any of them before.
No.
I didn't play the last game. So going into this one, it was a little intimidating, but the combat is pretty intuitive, so it wasn't too bad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
it
Especially
definitely
the
is.
skill tree. I spent a lot of time in that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
I
there
went
was
through
a
like
skill
each one.
tree.
I think I wasted like 5 minutes of our
Looking
20-minute
over.
time
Really?
looking at the skill tree, and it's pretty cool. There's like a lot of different customization that you could do depending on your playstyle.
Yeah, the guy was talking to me, and I kind of like zoned him out, and I was
Yeah.
looking at the skill tree the
I-
whole
Yeah.
time.
I paid
They didn't
attention.
even show you the skill tree.
None at all.
That's like offensive, I think.
Didn't even know there was one.
Yeah, I think they gave you like 10 skill points to start, and then you could pick some things.
Yeah.
So it was basically like a main skill, which she called it the parent skill, and then there was like the child skill to that. There was like 3 you could pick from. So it was like if you shot an explosive arrow or something, it could explode with poison, fire, or frost.
Yeah.
You could
Yep.
customize everything.
Yep.
It was
And that
really
makes sense when you come down to the whole siege thing.
Yeah.
When you see that some of them dislike
cool. Mm-hmm.
fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It didn't make sense to me before.
You
Because
were
it's just
like,
like,
alright.
how the hell do I shoot fire at this
Yeah.
orc? No one's telling
Yeah.
me this.
Yeah.
Man, they did not give you a tutorial.
None
at all.
at all. To be fair, I think the guy just gave up on me.
Yeah.
That game, the gameplay is like really tight this time around. It was tight then too, but it felt more like Arkham-y.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was like, because it just hops around so much. But
The
in
mobility
this,
was insane.
yeah,
Yeah.
because now so in the previous one you could only sprint with A, but now you use A to sprint, and you can use your focus ability to run even faster.
Yeah.
So you can just like light speed.
Not to
through it.
mention, in the last game, could you do that thing where you could aim and fire your bow at someone and actually go with the arrow to that enemy?
You could only
That
could do
was my
there was
favorite ability.
it was a
Yeah.
normal
I
transportation,
used it a lot.
but doing the arrow with the transportation, that was not a thing.
Yeah.
That's
that I used a
awesome.
lot. It was really fun.
Yeah, they have a lot of really cool new abilities.
Yeah.
The Nemesis system is totally like, I know you guys didn't play the first one, but like totally from the ground up. Like it's very well done. They've added layers to it, and so now the Overlord is an actual Overlord who controls an entire castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I asked the guy a question, and he kind of alluded like to try to not answer at all.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, so in the old one, if you kill someone off, someone else usually gets promoted to their position. So if I kill off the Overlord, does this whole War Machine theme fade away once someone gets promoted, and does it change up how they all run, like how the orcs run? And he was like, I don't know, man. Just like,
I would assume that's a yes.
yeah, I would take it as a, he just didn't
Yeah.
want to say yes. So there's going to be changing themes throughout this game entirely. Every time you knock off an Overlord, it could go War Machine, it can go old school, whatever.
Yeah.
But they really did a good job with the Nemesis system. They kept it in its same light and kind of moved it forward a little in the future.
It was pretty fun. It was really fun.
And it's out Tuesday.
Oh, it
Is
is?
it?
It's
I
out
was
Tuesday.
about
Oh,
to
wow. I
ask
didn't
you
know
that.
it was that
Tuesday.
close.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yep.
I have to pick that up.
Yeah.
so good.
Especially because I missed the first one.
I think I'm with you on that one.
I highly recommend
Definitely.
it.
It seems like one of those games you can get addicted to and fast.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll keep you addicted,
Yeah.
I reckon, if you got the time.
It's so much. It's not even just like the funny thing is they give the orcs characteristics.
Yeah.
They give them
And then-
personalities.
Yeah, they do completely.
Even those intros, like in the middle of the fight,
Yeah.
I felt like half my fight was intros, but they were interesting because everyone was different.
Completely,
yeah.
So it was
yeah.
like the orc's personality was their intro.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't even have one. There's some in the older game that are like these guys go on monologues, and you know they're doing it on purpose, like,
Yeah.
and it kind of gets funny after a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man.
But I think that's definitely one of the best games, for sure. They showed
Yeah.
that was there. There's not many games at Comic-Con,
Yeah.
but that was definitely the best one
Yeah.
out of everything that they showed. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely, I think that was the biggest showing. Like
Yeah,
the
for
whole
sure.
exhibit and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the huge like dragon in the front.
Yeah.
Like, I think
Yeah,
that
they had
was
the whole.
biggest game
They
ever.
brought out E3. They didn't even
Yeah.
change anything. They
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
yep, let's just put it out
There you
It
go.
there.
worked at
again.
E3. We'll just do
Same
it.
Yeah.
exact booth setup they had last time.
Yeah.
Nice.
But what did you guys get to play? Now, what else did we have on this floor? So I know we had some games, and I know they were all like crammed together.
They were.
I played Code Vein.
Code Vein, yeah.
And that game, I normally don't like Soulsy games
Yeah.
at all. I don't know, they're just not for me. I've tried I haven't played Dark Souls very much, but I've played a bunch of games that have sort of taken that formula, and they've never been for me. But Code Vein was kind of fun in the sense that I think it was a little bit easier.
Okay.
Because I think the management of stamina and health and all that stuff, is a little bit more daunting when it's like if you're playing straight up Souls and you know that every single move you make is taking up stamina. So it was pretty fun, and I like sort of they sort of like took Souls and made it JRPG-ish, like with the art style, the enemies, everything.
Yeah.
They sort of changed it a bit, and it's like a different package, and it's actually really fun to play.
Yeah, it looked pretty
really
interesting.
Interesting and weird in that JRPG sort
Yeah.
of way that you kind of get accustomed to.
And that like
Yeah.
you don't when you look at something you don't know if it's creepy or enticing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like defines a JRPG.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you don't know if it's going to kill you in a second,
Yeah.
or if you're just checking something out, or
Yeah.
examining
Yep.
an item,
Yeah.
which actually happened while I was playing.
Did
So
it?
yeah, I went to go examine something, and I guess the enemy
That's
didn't
it.
like it, and he just stood
Oh.
up. And I was like, oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
We're doing this now. Let's dance.
So it was really the combat wasn't too complex, but I didn't have too many of the in-game tools available to me yet
Okay.
Yeah.
in that demo. But it was still pretty fun. It was really satisfying. So yeah.
That game had like balls because they said the first 10 people to beat the boss got a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like nobody was gonna beat it.
So
at
I'm
all.
sure it's still difficult. Yeah. And then it wasn't even just one kind of enemy towards the end of like that playthrough where I died.
Yeah.
They were mixing it up. There was ranged enemies, there was enemies with guns and swords, and it's just really hard to manage all that at once. So.
But like, how did it work in like kind of that Dark Souls formula, having a secondary person with you, and it seemed like they could heal you at any point.
Yeah, I had someone with me who could heal me, and it made it a bit easier. But after a while, sort of, if you didn't protect your healer like you normally should in any game where you have one, that it sort of went downhill really fast. So it helps, but it's also difficult because you have to defend them as well.
Yeah, you can't just scream, "Heal me!"
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Even though we did that for years with Donald Duck and Kingdom Hearts.
And he still didn't do it.
Heal me, you son of a bitch, please!
And he still ignored you. Yeah.
You just hear that
so
lone
like a
quack in the
sword.
distance.
Yeah. God, I hate Donald.
He's the worst. He's the worst healer ever.
Oh my god.
He's that healer that's AFK like the entire
fight. You could
fight.
have programmed him to heal you more often too, if you went into the options, and it still didn't work, and it was just.
Yep. No. They were just like, no healing for you.
Just no, not today.
You gotta do it yourself.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're on your own. Donald Duck doesn't hold your hand. Oh man. But yeah, Code Vein was pretty fun.
It looked it. It did look
it did look cool.
It was interesting. I wish I got to know more. They had a very simple sort of exhibit there.
They did.
It was straight up just the game. It was
you
like,
could just walk past it and not even notice it.
There was no moderator. There was nobody on the floor for that game. Like,
not at all.
Nobody to tell you about anything to do with it.
It wasn't like
I feel like there's
Shadow
like
of War.
a SEAL Team 6 like watching the cameras like for that game just the whole time.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, how many people are there? Who's playing? Are they liking it? Are they winning? But it looks very interesting. It looks like it'll shake things up a little bit, I'm sure. Especially with Cuphead just coming out and everyone doing...
I think everybody wants really difficult games now.
They
For
do.
some reason, they want to be aggravated when they play video games.
They just don't want a difficulty setting. Is what they want. Just like don't give them the option to change setting. You put that on any game, it'll probably be tough.
Yeah.
And I also hate when games get compared to Dark Souls just because they're difficult. But this game, Code Vein, is actually like Dark Souls in the sense that you're doing a lot of dodging and rolling and managing your stamina and taking on single enemies for the most part.
There was one part where you got bum rushed.
Yeah, and that was when people with guns showed up, and I'm like, how do I dodge?
Because you were like,
this game was actually like Dark Souls.
I remember you were like,
do that.
You were all up in his face, and you were swinging at him, and he was still able to take a shot off.
Yeah, I thought I went up to his face and started swinging because I thought it might stagger him or something. No,
he
just kept shooting at me.
Mm-mm.
I was like, all right, okay.
That's terrible. Well, I can't wait to see. It's 2018 release, right?
Yeah,
we don't
I think so.
We don't have a specific month yet.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It was pretty fun though.
Got to play some Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah.
You loved that, didn't you?
Oh yes. Even though I got my ass kicked, I totally enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It just feels like Marvel vs. Capcom, old school 3v3. And they're bringing Dragon Ball into it, and it's so enticing.
It looked good. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, looked, even from my perspective, it looked amazing. It did look good.
The only thing I couldn't get down were like some of the special moves because I was literally trying different combinations with different buttons, and I kept getting the same move. So I tried right bumper, I tried X, I tried A, and I was like, okay, this is all the same move. So I'm sure the guy was probably like, this guy's just spamming me right now at a con. Like, are you kidding me? Neither of us have played this shit yet. But it's like it's really well put together. It's like really nice. I thought the transportation the instant transmission kind of would mess it up. No, flows right in.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I'm not a big Dragon Ball person, although I love the video games for some reason. But that
so awesome.
I wanted to play. Like watching you play, I wanted to play.
Yeah, I did as well. I felt so gutted I didn't get in that queue. It's like, no, why did they do this?
Yeah.
What's a queue? What is that?
A line?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sauce.
I'm just gonna bust your balls about like all these British words.
The British words.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be the first.
All of them,
Probably
all
not
the
the
time.
last.
She's been saying things to me this whole time. I don't know what's happening. Like, just saying, what has it been?
You have
What's
to
it
watch more British
Throw
television.
it in the bin.
Yeah, exactly. See, he knows.
Sherlock. That's all I want to
understand
watch.
everything. It's
That's
just because I've watched way too much
it's
British
like
television.
Sherlock and Peaky Blinders and then Black Mirror. I think the occasional Black Mirror episode is.
This has been my week so far.
Yeah,
It is
welcome to
seriously.
America. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh man.
We're not just all fucking wankers here, right?
Fucking tosser.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But yeah, but the games had like a really smaller showing this year.
I was let down a little bit.
They don't
A tiny
have like
bit.
a presence.
Yeah.
You know what did kind of make me angry?
What?
When you first enter, the first game thing you see
Oh,
is
yeah.
a mobile presentation for like Sword Art Online, Naruto.
I didn't see that.
It's not. It's right on the left. As soon as you walk in.
As soon as you walk through security, it's all mobile gaming. Right?
Oh, I
But
ignored
it's,
that.
it's not
Oh,
even.
it's terrible.
It's the first thing you see at all,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
not even
Oh no.
like
no, that's it.
anything related to Comic Con at all.
On one side is the mobile gaming, and on the other end where you enter is SpongeBob. You see the big pineapple.
Yeah.
You see his
I
pineapple
ignored
from like
all
a
that.
mile
Yeah,
away.
I saw the pineapple. I was like, okay.
Okay,
Oh.
bypass it.
Actually, you know, now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen one SpongeBob cosplay.
I
There's
haven't.
it's like
That's a good point.
There's a damn
weird.
pineapple there.
There's a pineapple that would be
Yeah.
perfect for photos. That would
The
be
amount of-
amazing.
Rick's I've seen, not Morty.
Yeah.
Rick's.
I saw a lot of Ricks.
There was a
so
couple
many.
they were both dressed like Rick. Like I think they argued as much as they could, and nobody won that argument.
Yeah,
They were like,
nobody
no,
wanted
we're
to be
both
Morty,
Rick.
so they were
No.
like, we're both gonna be Rick. I saw a really good Pickle Rick, and it wasn't just Pickle Rick. It was like in the part in the episode where he sort of like has that like rat gut exoskeleton. It was so good. It was so good.
I'm kind of upset I missed that. That
Yeah.
would have been interesting to see.
There's so much to take in though, and people are literally walking past you so quickly.
Yep.
You have to be so quick on the ball to realise what you're walking past, who they are, and then be like, oh, can I get a picture?
Yeah. Oh, we
Deciding who
saw
you can
Pimp
model.
Hand Thanos.
Yeah,
That was
true.
cool.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah,
was good.
Thanos with a pimp hat and a cane.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found myself at one point. That's all I was looking for, just who was cosplaying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And I expect that tomorrow it's gonna be like
It's going to be even crazier.
Yeah.
so much more.
Yeah.
Day by day, it's gotten better,
Yeah.
hasn't it? It's
Yeah.
just been
Yeah,
like,
yesterday
wow.
we were all saying yesterday, like, there wasn't that many
There's hardly
cosplayers.
any
Like, where
at
were they?
all.
Yeah.
But they were
Hardly any.
all out in spades today.
They
were
were.
everywhere.
And I was really chuffed actually that
You're
today was happy.
That's what chuffed means?
Chuffed.
That sounds like you would be, like, mad.
Yeah.
Chuffed. Chuffed. Like I saw some Overwatch characters today. I was pretty happy
Oh, yeah, we
about
had that photo op with them. Like, that little photo share with them.
Yeah.
You know, Wendy Williams was swamped.
Oh
think,
my
I
God,
think Michael
we
Rubin
need
was
to
a
talk
bit more
about that.
swamped than
Why
that.
did anyone swamp Wendy Williams?
I
She
don't know
couldn't
either.
even get up on a dragon.
It was. Oh,
She doesn't even know who Robin is. Get out of here, you phony. Just leave.
Oh,
I
God.
don't know. It was just, I just thought it was really interesting how, like, I could understand if it was a comic person or a gaming person who was at Comic-Con, but
Don't.
it was Wendy Williams, like, and she had a whole entourage.
And
like too many people.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
we're,
like,
I
Lev,
mean,
I
luckily
don't
they were
even know
all
your
nice
name.
about it. They were like, excuse me, we're just making a path through
most
here.
of them, except the
Which was
lead guy.
nice.
That lead guy. Was
I
just
didn't
like,
run in with him. I ran in with the other ones who
he
were like,
ran
really
by
nice.
by me 2 times, and it was just, it's like he comes by like this. He's like charging through.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Coming through. It's like, okay. Like,
And they were going to see
I
that
thought I was
Netflix
rude.
show, The Tick.
oh yeah, that
That's
Netflix
where I was
show.
like,
Yeah, that
oh.
really good Netflix show.
Yeah, that great Netflix show.
We're a welcoming community. We'll welcome anybody in.
Yeah.
But like, if you come in and you act like you're already one of us, but you don't know anything, that's just not a good look for you, bro.
Yeah,
odd.
it's
It's not a
That's
good
odd.
look.
I felt so sorry for the girl that she like asked. Like people spend loads of money, loads of time on their like costumes.
Just, why did
And
you
just-
outline your breasts?
Yeah, and to like literally
I was like,
go,
that was a weird comment to make.
Yeah.
Especially
It
from Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
Which, not to comment on
Wearing
her
a
appearance, because that would
Wendy
be a little
woman.
mean. But
No.
that's a weird question
Let's
for you to ask.
let's be honest here. Wendy Williams was hanging all out of that Wonder
That
Woman
was-
costume.
That was more.
I was like, that was a really weird question.
yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
It's
I felt really
odd.
gutted for her though, because the girl like who was dressed up like she was like, I'm such a big fan, And then suddenly she was like, "Who are you dressed as?
Who are
like
you?"
like this?"
Yeah, the
It
way
was
she
like-
asked was a little.
It was like, ah.
She tried to play it off at the joke with like you're the Robin with the Y because you're a girl Robin.
Oh my lord.
And I was
Shut up.
like,
Oh, no.
all right, okay,
Shush now.
that hurt to watch.
Yeah. No, I think that was the
That's
point
painful.
where we literally turned around and walked
Yeah.
the opposite direction.
Yep. I was like, I'm leaving now. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Let's all get out of here.
Yeah.
And it got instantly crowded.
Yeah.
And then the second she got off, it was,
Yeah.
We didn't know what was
Goodbye.
going on, did
Yeah.
we? You just went there to get a shot of the dragon.
I just wanted the
And then
dragon.
next thing it was like, poof.
and I saw like security like holding people bags. I'm like, oh man, someone cool is coming. Oh, it's Wendy Williams.
I just thought it was
talk show
odd.
host.
Like as soon as I saw Wendy Williams, it didn't surprise me so much, but at the same time, I was like, what? Why?
Why?
This isn't the thing that I would think your demographic is interested.
Yeah,
in.
exactly. Yeah.
But all right, I mean, someone I'd expect like from a talk show would be like Conan or something.
That would,
But-
yeah, because he does the video game review thing.
And he also does Comic-Con
Which
when
is
it's in San
hilarious.
Diego. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe they did something here. Nope. it
That
was
would have
Wendy
been
Williams.
awesome if Conan came because he's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like dumb funny.
And that's an example of a talk show host who also at least has like people prep them to be like, I sound like I know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Even
Yeah.
if he doesn't, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah, he's at
she
least
didn't
ready
have
for
a
it.
But he
clue.
always sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He has really good writers.
Or he just doesn't care when he doesn't
Yeah.
like sound what he's or he doesn't know what he's talking about. Wait, do you know who Conan is?
No.
Oh,
I'm like,
I gotta
uh-huh.
introduce you to Conan.
Oh, that
Oh.
kind of betrays me because he always acts like he's very international.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
no idea. I
Oh.
He's a
know.
pasty white Irishman.
Yeah.
He's not. Is
He's
he?
very funny.
Is
though.
he really
That's what he
Irish?
says. He calls himself that.
He's not Irish though, is he?
That hair, yeah, he is Irish.
Conan
I
O'Brien.
believe him. Yeah.
I don't like.
I don't think you
can't-
could get any more.
I don't
Irish
think you
than
could either.
He's Italian.
that. Oh,
Oh dear.
Yeah, Conan is a pasty white bastard from Ireland. And I'm surprised you've never heard of him.
I haven't at all.
So we have to introduce her to Conan.
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which,
he's
again, I think it's weird because he paints himself as like this international man.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh,
I think he
I
knows
guess-
that he's not, and he just plays it off.
So
Like,
he could be.
'Cause
He's
that's what
funny
he is.
enough. Like he's not like he's bad. He's pretty good and he's.
he
pretty
makes
funny.
fun of himself like 90% of the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
So O'Brien, he's classing himself as Irish, right?
He is
With
Irish. He's not classing himself. He's Irish.
He
He's
is Irish.
red-haired, pasty as hell.
that? Redhead is classed as Scottish. Just
Oh,
so you know.
whoops.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right. I'm pretty sure that's not right.
Yeah. All right.
Have you ever seen a leprechaun? All red hair.
They haven't. No, actually, that's very true.
That's offensive though, and I'm so sorry.
That is-
Yeah. It's like that's what he's
I am
comparing all Irish people.
I'm comparing all Irish people to leprechauns.
to a
You are.
cartoon of a leprechaun.
I'm sure there was a leprechaun out there with a black beard. I'm sure
There
it's
must
not
have
that
been.
offensive.
Must
Had
have
to
been.
be.
Must have
Somewhere.
been.
Oh boy, but what else did we get to see when we ventured down to Comic-Con? 'Cause that's the thing. Like, it was there. I feel like we were getting distracted constantly by cosplayers.
Yeah, we were.
Like there were so many good ones.
Yes.
So many good ones, and
Um,
so many lovely ladies.
There were for
Very,
sure. Yeah.
very much so.
Yes.
Bottom.
Good answer. Good answer, Ellen.
Thomas took more note of that than I.
Good. Good. Like middle of the road. Just like yep.
Good
On to the
ass.
next one.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, there was
What else did we notice?
the only thing that like as my first Comic-Con, I was kind of a little bothered that like 60% of the show floor is merchandise.
Yeah, I agree.
Like there's
completely.
like you guys are like selling so much stuff. You,
and it's
like, you
all
couldn't get
the
anyone else.
same as well. Pretty
There
much.
was legitimately, I'm not kidding. There was like 5 or 6 vendors with pop figures. Mm-hmm. Just pop figures.
I agree.
Like
Yeah.
I love them. I have them, but like come on, like let's
Too
be
many.
serious.
I feel like the last time I went to Comic Con was quite a few years ago, but it was not as much merchandise
No.
nearly.
Okay.
It was pushed back. Like how basically if we went past sort of where we played like Code Vein and stuff like that, past that was pretty much merchandise.
Yeah.
It was all of that. But before
That's
last
right.
time I went, it was you could have gone quite a bit further and then you would have hit the merchandise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of merchandise. And granted, a lot of it was comic books, which I feel like
Yeah,
they should be
Right.
there.
should
That's
be.
fine. Yeah.
But then once you went further, it was like the different like figurines. It was different like it felt like I was at Spencer's,
Yeah.
which is how we
Oh.
put it while we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
every-
I felt like.
Everyone has loot boxes now.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Are you kidding me? We've gone so far as to adopt loot boxes that they're in our real lives now. There was legitimately the Mario question mark box with like random assortment
I felt so
of
guilty
stuff.
for wanting those.
I did.
I kept watching people walk by with like the little like loot boxes that were in the shape of like Game Boys or in the shape of like the blocks from Mario.
I would just love
and I
one.
kind of wanted one. I
did
felt
too.
so guilty.
But you just wanted the box. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know?
very
Or like
true.
the wonder of what the hell was in it because I was like, what's in there?
Yeah.
We should have just stood by the booth, like waiting for people to buy them. And
But
just
realistically,
open
if I had to
open
buy
it.
one, I wouldn't have done it. Like realistically, if they were like, "Oh, it's just like a Mario themed loot box, $20," I wouldn't have bought that. Yeah.
$10, I would have done it. For $35,
Yeah,
I was a bit like, nah.
It's like taking a roll with the D&D boxes where you get the action figures. And it's like you have a chance at like an action figure that's worth like or a mini. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A mini that's worth like $60 or more, and the random box is $25.
Yeah.
So you can get a really shit thing that's worth nothing,
Yeah.
or like one of the best minis out there.
Yeah.
That you can either like collect or sell. Yeah.
Yeah, probably collect and play with.
Yeah. Just keep it.
We say this though, but I think tomorrow or Sunday,
I'm gonna be
I
spending
think-
irresponsible amounts of money on Sunday.
I reckon so. Cheers to that.
I spend my only amount of money. Those
on the
are
shirt.
on this shirt. That's the only amount of money I'm spending at Comic-Con. Y'all will be getting no amount of money from me unless I find a really nice Keyblade, and that's it.
That's what
I'm
I'm looking at
a
A
tomorrow.
Keyblade will bankrupt. Actually, multiple Keyblades will bankrupt me.
Yeah.
I will probably buy the entire collection and just fill my walls right here.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
That would be. I would never leave my house. I would not
I
see
don't
a
have
need.
the space for Keyblade, so I might just get one, and it'll live in my closet, and that is fine.
Yeah, my
I'll
walls
pull it
are-
out and be like, yes.
Look at these
I
walls.
spent this money.
These walls need love right here.
Yeah.
Look at them. I got one PSX flag and this Dexter poster, and that's it.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
actually. I have my
Those
my next
Keyblades
one
would look
up there.
nice. You cross a couple of them across the
My
wall.
God. I don't know which one. See, the thing is, I don't know what I would want to get. Obviously, the ones you stay away from is like Halloween Town because they look silly.
Yeah.
Like
I
that.
still want that. Halloween Town.
That looks so. It's like a pumpkin on the end of the. Who am I gonna hurt with this pumpkin?
No, that's still like,
Who
the
am I
pumpkin
hurting
was
with
the
this
key, like the chain thing at the end. The actual Keyblade.
No,
itself,
yeah, it was
looked
on
It
top,
looked like
too.
the Oblivion one. Was it?
Yeah,
I
they had.
haven't played that
There was a
game in
little
years.
pumpkin on the top.
Oh,
It was really bad.
Can
Keyblades
we-
are just terrible.
Lionheart was like half gun, half blade, so it looked
Yes.
super
Ooh.
sick.
Yeah, the Keyblades are just generally terrible weapons in general because they're blunt. Like he even hits them with
Just
the
like,
wrong side. Yeah. But
yeah,
that's
when
something I was
when he
kinda
does the
looking at.
stabbing motion, I never understand it. Like it's a heavy object still,
Yeah,
but
it's still gonna hurt,
you're
but
not-
it's like
he's
blunt
"Oh,
completely on the end of that.
Why? It's like, it's like if you were to go. What is the Oh man, when they're on the horses with the lances, what's it called? It's not lancing because that seems too.
No, it's
jousting.
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 If you were to be jousting with like boxing gloves on the end, on the end of them, it's like, kind of like the green arrows, like trick arrow, just
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
No.
But there was a lot of cool stuff there.
There was a
to
lot.
purchase. But I just felt like it was a lot of stuff that
And
was merchant.
a lot of the same stuff
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
A lot
and I
of the
feel like
same.
they should do a better job of vetting that stuff.
Yeah.
If it's repetitive, whoever comes first with that idea for their like booth, they should get it.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I agree.
I feel like they have like,
Totally.
and I hate saying this because I don't really know all the information, but considering that it's New York Comic Con, they have the name of Comic Con and they can run it, and they could probably charge these people whatever they want.
Yeah.
So the vendors looking to make money, they're saying, okay, well, we're either going to break even or make money, but even if we still break even, we're at Comic Con, and there's over 250,000 people coming to this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. So I feel like the vendors was just like an easy way to sell space. And
Yeah.
honestly, it could be because of the rarity of games we saw there. There was maybe
Yeah.
6 or 7 booths.
Yeah.
Like, and when we talk about real booths, like the displays and everything, there was probably really 2
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
can think of, like
Yeah.
Square Enix
Yeah.
and Shadow of War.
And that was it.
And then
And
the
that was
rest
it.
were like
Yeah.
on
And
little
those were big
TVs.
booths.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Monster Hunter.
And
Monster Hunter.
Yeah. And then, like, for
Yeah.
example, Resident Evil right next to it was... You could almost walk by that without noticing.
I didn't notice it
It was,
until
it was
really
2
today.
TVs
It
facing
was
each
2
other in like a
stations for you to
5-foot
play it.
area.
There was no line. It was
So bad.
ridiculous.
And even Nino Kuni as well, which is meant to be huge for next year.
Yeah.
Yes, it
That-
had 4 TVs and
It had
like
4 TVs.
and there was an empty
no
screen.
queue, no
Yeah.
queue whatsoever.
And
Yeah.
again, no moderator to explain anything
No,
to you.
at
Yeah.
all.
Nothing. It
Nothing.
was just like, come up and play.
The
Yeah.
one
Which
thing
is nice, but at the same time, it's like, that's not a very big show.
No.
Like
yeah,
when
you're
you
right.
jumped on it, you were like, "What am I doing?" Like,
Yeah, I was waiting
Who are
on-
these people?
I was waiting online for like Dragon Fighter Z,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's it's like empty. There's nobody here.
Yeah.
So like go over there, start playing, and like what am I doing? Like there's no one.
And
nobody
even to
was
like
around.
point that to like prove that further, the person next to you seemed to
Yeah.
be playing a completely different game than you.
Yeah.
Because he was doing a one-on-one boss fight, and you were doing like
And I
this
was doing,
weird
like,
like
some mini
kindergarten
battle,
versus
like,
another army.
It was like a bunch of
kindergartners.
little like Tiny Toons fighting each
It was
other.
like a bunch
on
of chibis
battlefield.
just fighting
Yeah.
each other.
It
I was
looked even artistically, it looked like a completely different game.
Yeah, it did not look like
side
the
by
same
side.
game.
It looked
It didn't, which could
completely
be
different.
fine for the game, but as someone who might not be familiar with that, you're
Yeah.
kind of like, what is
Yeah.
this? Why would I buy
Maybe
this?
I was
Yeah.
on the joke TV. And
Yeah.
I just didn't know it. It was
I
like,
know.
just make it look like it, and like just make it ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably what the guy thought after playing Inverted.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
That's
oh,
what.
wow.
That was
I-
me.
I should've
That was
changed.
me.
Yeah.
That was me.
I'm one of those. Even when we were playing Shadow of War, I was like, when she was explaining to me everything that was going on, I was like, oh, 1 second, I'm one of those weird people, and I put my camera to inverted.
At least you know if you're one of those.
I know. It's the way a camera works. You push it down, it pulls up. It's
That's fucked up.
Oh, what? How does the camera work like that? You can't your face
if
it
you
down.
push
it faces
down on that lever, the camera goes up.
Well,
It's inverted on a real camera.
Technical
so.
shit.
Yeah, it's technical shit.
But in
it's
real
too late
life-
for that.
It's too late.
Yeah.
And
But,
in real life, I don't look up to look down.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like turn my head.
No, but yeah, I wound up having to do that. But the games honestly had a really small showing, especially because like I said, I went years ago, and to like paint a good picture of how long ago I went to New York Comic Con, they were showing off Assassin's Creed, the one that takes place where you're the Native American assassin.
Oh.
It's the
my
first
God.
one that's in like colonial America.
Oh,
I
that was the
don't
one on the
remember.
PlayStation, the Vita. That was the portable one.
It was the one on console.
Not
It was a big
Revelations.
one. It was the first one where you were playing as, what's his name, Connor? I don't remember. But
It was-
you were the Native American assassin, and you
I
were
played-
in colonial America.
Listen, I played Assassin's
Was it
Creed
Freedom
1
Cry?
and 3, and
And
that was
then
it. Or
they were
Black Flag
also-
was 4. I think.
4. Yeah, that was 4.
Black Flag was
That was
4.
4, yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of that franchise anymore, but yeah, Black
Yeah,
Flag
I'm
was
not.
4.
That
But
was
they were
awesome.
also
The
showing, aside
pirates.
from that, they were showing off Halo 3. So that's how long ago this was. Or,
That's
I'm sorry,
huge.
Halo 4. Halo 4.
That's
Yeah,
still.
It's still
massive.
huge.
Huge.
It's still
Yeah.
a huge
It's Halo.
amount. So I think that from that period that I went to now, there would be a nice like growth of games.
Yeah.
There was not.
Nothing.
It was
Yeah.
the same,
Especially-
literally like the same amount of games there.
To be
Yeah.
fair, we did only stay at the Javits Center today.
Yeah.
That's
so
true.
there was
True.
This is
possibly
the first
more
year they're splitting it.
at. I can't imagine there would be more at Hammerstein Ballroom because Hammerstein
think
Ballroom's
so.
not big.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's all of that.
That's gotta
Madison
be
Square
panels.
Garden and Hammerstein. I feel like
Well-
they're both panels.
Madison Square Garden, depending on how much room they use.
Yeah.
Because if they're talking about like it's not basketball season, nobody's playing hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody's playing hockey. So the only thing at MSG is like concerts. So they're boxing.
I don't
Does
even think.
anyone
Yeah, there's
watch-
nothing going on.
Did you guys watch boxing anymore? Does anyone watch boxing?
Well, yeah. I
I
mean,
think
there
a lot
was
of
just
people-
recently the McGregor fight.
Yeah,
That's it, though.
Exactly.
But, like,
He's
I
not
mean,
a boxer.
They're not. Yeah, exactly. Mayweather.
Um,
But yeah.
I think if
There's
they
nothing
cleared out
going on
the court and the seats, which
Yeah.
they can do, there's space for more stuff,
Yeah.
which I'm assuming we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get all of that tomorrow.
I'm
but-
hoping so. I'm
kind of-
hoping there's more.
I'm hoping there isn't because we have appointments to make.
We do.
And so if there's like
Oh, man.
a wanderlust of stuff there and we get
Yeah.
stuck there
We get
because
stuck
like
there.
oh man.
We haven't been there at all. for
At
the
all.
We'd have to
past week.
we'd have to train
Because
back.
this is the first year
go
they're
to our
doing that.
appointments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
It is,
honestly, in
and
my opinion.
Inconvenient.
the
Odd.
like the panels are on roughly about the same time
Yeah.
in different places, so it makes it very hard to
I think Pacific
justify.
Rim 2 is tomorrow, and I really want to catch
What
that.
is which one?
Pacific Rim?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
With John Boyega.
What time are they at?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. I have to look at the schedule again. But apparently John Boyega is going to be there, and they're showing off another trailer,
cool. Yeah.
and it's going to be them.
Should bother him about Star Wars.
I know. I really hope that someone asks a Star Wars question because I
You
kind of
know,
want to see how he answers.
you know,
it.
like
Yeah.
you know,
He'll
like
say I don't know anything. Because I feel like they're constantly at gunpoint.
half of those questions are going to be Star Wars questions.
Yeah.
Be like, he's doing Pacific Rim. He's not even going to see it coming. He's
Yeah.
be like, so.
When really he's ready,
Are you a gay
fired up.
stormtrooper? Like, what's going on there?
Yeah. So what's going on?